Hello my friends, I've talked about this before, so some of you might remember this, but the information in this video is, in my eyes, valuable enough to warrant its own video for those of you who don't know about it, and potentially even a part 2, depending on how the future plays out. With that being said, let's begin. Let us look at this picture here. Some of you may recognize it, others may not. I first saw it during the Destiny 2 beta. I was on Xbox then, and this picture would appear as part of the loading screen that they had when you were installing the beta. I originally thought that the picture was Hive related, I won't lie, purely because of all the green RGB everywhere, but if you watched my previous video, you'll recognize this symbol here. This maze or labyrinth is the symbol that represents the Pyramid Ship faction, and as you can see in the background, there's a Pyramid Ship. I, like many others at the time, if not most people at this stage right now, assumed that this picture or image was never used in-game. It was just made but wasn't inspired by anything. This all changed in Shadowkeep, when we saw similar architecture in the Pyramid Ship, and of course the statues of the Gardener. If you want to know why I think it's the Gardener and not the Winnower like some people believe, I recommend you check out part 1 of the Eldritch Theory. I believe it has its own playlist on my channel, so it's all easy to access hopefully. Anyways, once I realized that this concept art had been used, and to a certain extent was canon, I understandably made sure to try and know as much about this picture as possible. This, of course, meant taking a look at the author, Mr. Mark Kolobaev. I hope I pronounced that right. Mr. Kolobaev has an ArtStation page and his own website. If you go to his ArtStation page, you'll see the various games and projects he's worked on, including the picture, which he has listed under Destiny 2. Now, if you had only seen his ArtStation, then you would be led to believe that this was the only work he did for the game, but that's simply not true. If you were to go to his website, you would see that there were other pictures under the Destiny 2 category. However, these pictures are mysteriously locked. By the way, at the current time of writing and recording this, the website is down. So this recording from last year and a few screenshots, it's all I have now. To the best of my knowledge, Mr. Kolobaev is the only concept artist to ever lock off concept art, at least in regards to Destiny 2. So why do this? Well, first off, I believe he was asked to lock the pictures by Bungie. The guy isn't a full-time employee of the company as far as I'm aware, so I don't know if having the contents of the pictures out there would bother him as much as it would them. A valid question also is, why have the pictures on the site at all if they can't be shown? My personal guess is either at launch they were public and he manually locked them, or they were released locked and Mr. Kolobaev has been biding his time for the green light to unlock them. Finally, if they are locked, what are they about? I cannot give you a definite answer, but you know the implications that these have. 4 pictures, with the only one available being about the pyramid ships. Apart from maybe the 9? I don't know. Is there any other spoilerific concept that he could have made all the way back in 2016 to 17 that would have needed to be locked in even in 2021? The color grading, by the way, or the color thingies in the pictures, they don't look Hive or Vex in my opinion. I kind of thought the purplish ones maybe could be like the purple Vex network that we had in Season of the Splicer, but if that was the case, then the pictures would have been released by now. But anyway, that's just my opinion. This is a mystery that we have no way of solving unless someday he releases the pictures publicly. But I would rather know that a mystery exists and then, speculate about it, than just be in the dark about it and never know anything about it. So I thought some of you might feel that way as well, which is why I made this video. There's a bit more that I've noticed about the artist's work, particularly his amazing detail when it comes to designing ruins, neon green cities, and ancient Egyptian cities with floating pyramid ships. I talk about that in the Eldritch Theory part 2, so check that out if you're interested. Okay, that's the hard, cold facts out of the way. What is my take on this mystery? Well, like I said, I don't know for certain, but I do think those pictures are pyramid ship related rather. I just can't think of anything else it could be. If I had to guess, we might see the pictures released with Lightfall or the final shape, if he even remembers they exist. As for what exactly the pictures are of, I really don't know, but I'll give you my guess. The first picture has the green and black color palettes to imply the first picture's pyramid ship architecture, so I'm assuming it's either in a different part of that kind of city location, or maybe it's inside of a pyramid ship. I don't know. The second picture seems to have 4 pillars, 2 at each upper corner, with either a massive tower or statue in the center background. And I'll let you guess the final one, because I really don't know. I really don't know. My friends, I did a lot of digging when it came to the artists who had worked on Destiny, but this mystery to this day has yet to be solved, and I discovered this over a year ago. So yeah, I just thought I would share it with you. Let me know what you think. What's your take on this? What do you think these pictures are of? And will we ever see them released? And that's that. I hope you enjoyed this video. You either found it entertaining or informative. And yeah, I will talk to you next time, my friends. I've got a podcast coming up. Got some awesome people that have agreed to help me with it. And I have help from you awesome people as well, because you've been giving me questions. I really appreciate that. For those of you interested, we are doing a podcast. Me and some of my friends are doing a podcast on the Witch Queen reveal and this current season. So if you have a question about that you want answered or just discussed, reply to the pinned comment. People have been really engaging with that, so I appreciate that. It's going to make for a pretty sick podcast. And yeah, that's that. I'll talk to you next time. Take care, my friends. Take care.
Get out of here, boy.